Tired of the negativity? Looking for a shot of optimism? Well, I have an inspiring story to make you smile right after this. This episode of Misfits and Crackpots is brought to you by the Well-Crafted Story Workshop. Struggling to connect with your audience and attract new clients? Transform your speaking skills at the Well-Crafted Story Workshop with Coach Jimmy Hayes Nelson and yours truly, Dr. Danny Brissell. In just 2 days, master the art of crafting compelling speeches that convert listeners into clients. Whether in-person or virtual, you'll get personalized attention in an intimate group, learning not just from expert coaches, but from fellow entrepreneurs. Don't let another opportunity slip away. Get your free story blueprint today at wellcraftedstoryworkshop.com and turn your story into your most powerful business tool. Your success starts here. Visit wellcraftedstoryworkshop.com now. You're just a well-crafted story away from 7 figures. Hello there, my friend, and welcome to Misfits and Crackpots. Short, inspiring stories for busy people. I'm Dr. Danny Brissell. This is a podcast for those interested in extraordinary stories about ordinary people and companies. Consider it your dose of positivity and inspiration for the week. Pablo Picasso said, "The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away." This week's success strategy: share your gifts. They were dancers, they were choreographers. Most importantly, they were also friends, and their support for one another transformed the modern stage. While both ultimately experienced tremendous success, it wasn't always that way. Their journeys were marked by struggle, self-doubt, and the relentless pursuit of artistic expression. Their stories intertwine, creating a tapestry of innovation, perseverance, and mutual support that would forever change the landscape of dance. At age 36, Agnes assessed her life in this way: youth gone, no husband, no child, no achievement in working, time is passing, prospects cease to be bright. These words, penned in a moment of despair, reflected the societal pressures and personal expectations that weighed heavily on her. In an era when women were often defined by their marital status and maternal roles, she found herself at a crossroads, grappling with the fear that her artistic aspirations might remain unfulfilled. Her friend, on the other hand, came to dance later in life, but with no less passion or determination. It wasn't until after her father's death that she discovered her calling. Inspired by a non-figurative painting by Wassily Kandinsky, a bold slash of red against a field of blue, the 20-something woman proclaimed, "I will dance like that." This declaration would prove prophetic, setting the stage for a revolution in modern dance that would challenge conventions and redefine the art form. At first, the critics found the younger dancer to be graceful and lyrical, but the accolades would not last. Indeed, Martha invented an entirely new form of dance based on her unwavering belief that out of emotion comes form. Her startlingly original dances, often considered to be dark and obscure for the time, would bring her ridicule from audiences over the next decade. Undeterred by the criticism, she continued to push boundaries and explore new forms of expression. Her movements were raw, primal, and deeply rooted in the human experience. She rejected the rigid structures of classical ballet, opting instead for a style that celebrated the power and vulnerability of the human body. Her friend Agnes, meanwhile, was carving her own path in the world of dance. After years of performing in obscurity, she began to develop her own unique choreographic style. Drawing inspiration from American folklore and the spirit of the frontier, she sought to create dances that spoke to the heart of the nation's identity. The two were dancers. They were choreographers. Importantly, they were creators. As Martha was fond of saying, dancing is just discovery, discovery, discovery. Both women found strength from one another. They understood each other in a way that few others could, recognizing the passion and drive that fueled their creative pursuits. Despite their different approaches to dance, they shared a common goal: to push the boundaries of their art form and create something truly original. They attended each other's performances, offered critiques and encouragement, and provided a sympathetic ear during moments of doubt and frustration. After years of dancing in obscurity, Agnes finally had her breakthrough moment. Audiences discovered her innovative ballet Rodeo, where her dancers exhibited a number of her ingenious innovations, including cowboy dancers using tennis strokes to mimic riding horses on stage. This fresh approach to choreography caught the attention of two audience members in particular, who found her work to be enchanting and asked her to collaborate on their musical, Away We Go. Critics panned the production. Forced to make significant changes, the dancer-turned-choreographer found herself questioning her abilities and the worth of her contributions. But her perseverance paid off. Audiences, it turned out, loved the newly titled production. Night after night, it sold out on Broadway, marking a turning point in her career and in the history of American musical theater. While Agnes had found the success and recognition she had always desired, she was dumbstruck by the popularity of a work she thought was only fairly good, as opposed to audience indifference to previous works of hers that she thought were much better. She questioned herself, wondering if she had compromised her artistic integrity for commercial success. These doubts gnawed at her, threatening to overshadow the joy of her hard-won triumph. It was in this moment of crisis that she turned to her friend Martha for guidance and support. Over a soda in a restaurant, Agnes confessed to her friend Martha that she had a burning desire to be excellent, but had no faith that she could be. The weight of her recent success, combined with years of struggle and self-doubt, had left her feeling lost and uncertain. Martha listened intently. Then, with the wisdom born of experience and unwavering artistic conviction, she gently told Agnes, "There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one of you in all of time, this expression is unique. And if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium, and it will be lost. The world will not have it. It is not your business to determine how good it is, or how valuable, nor how it compares with other expressions. It is your business to keep it yours clearly and directly, to keep the channel open. You do not even have to believe in yourself or your work. You have to keep yourself open and aware to the urges that motivate you. Keep the channel open. No artist is pleased. There is no satisfaction whatever at any time. There is only a queer divine dissatisfaction, a blessed unrest that keeps us marching and makes us more alive than others." These words, spoken with conviction and compassion, would resonate deeply with Agnes. They offered not just comfort, but a new perspective on the nature of artistic creation and the role of the artist in society. See, Martha had weathered her own storms of criticism and self-doubt, and despite the initial ridicule and rejection she faced, she had continued to refine and develop her unique style of dance. As the years passed, both women continued to push the boundaries of their art form, each in her own unique way. Martha ignored her critics, pushing forward with her innovative modern dance technique. Slowly but surely, her persistence paid off. Critics began to take notice of the raw power and emotional depth of her performances. Her movements were grounded, angular, and intense, reflecting the complexities of the human experience. Once baffled by her unconventional style, audiences started to appreciate the honesty and intensity of her work and see dance as more than mere entertainment. Meanwhile, Agnes, emboldened by her friend's words and her own success, continued to innovate in the world of musical theater. She became known for her ability to integrate dance seamlessly into the narrative of a show, using movement to advance the plot and reveal character in ways that had never been done before. Her breakthrough show was just the beginning. She went on to choreograph a string of successful musicals, each one pushing the envelope a little further. Her work brought a new level of sophistication and artistry to Broadway, elevating dance from mere spectacle to an integral part of storytelling. Martha and Agnes were dancers. They were choreographers. Most importantly, they were trailblazers. The modern dance pioneer, Martha Graham, ignored her critics and revolutionized the art form. Her innovative modern dance style, known as the Graham technique, continues to influence dancers and choreographers to this day. She gained worldwide acclaim and earned a number of honors, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom and Kennedy Center honors. Her name became synonymous with modern dance, and her company continued to perform her works long after she stepped down from active choreography. The musical theater choreographer Agnes DeMille would also earn Kennedy Center honors. She would eventually marry and have a child, finding the personal fulfillment that had once seemed so elusive. And she became the first woman to have 3 hit musicals playing on Broadway simultaneously, equaling the triumphs of Irving Berlin, George Gershwin, and Cole Porter. That first hit, though, propelled Agnes's career. Her choreography would be groundbreaking, as it was the first musical in American theatrical history where the dances advanced the plot of the story. For it was 2 men, Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein, who watched her ballet and knew she was just right to choreograph their musical Away We Go. They later changed the name to Oklahoma. See, friend, inspiration is all around us. You just have to look for it. Thanks for listening. Join us next week for another inspiring story about misfits and crackpots. Misfits and Crackpots is a production of Success Media, produced by Terrence Wishner. Sound effects by Alessandro Lucati, courtesy of Pixabay. Thank you for tuning in. If you love today's story, there's so much more to explore in the book Misfits and Crackpots by yours truly, Dr. Danny Brissell. Grab your copy now on Amazon and dive deeper into the extraordinary lives of those who dared to change the world. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast with fellow misfits who love inspiring stories. See you next time.